emotional intelligence is important in this place is that it improves communication. Now, when you're emotionally intelligent, you are able to communicate more clearly and more empathetically. This will help to reduce misunderstandings and also bring about team cohesion. I'm just talking about the fact that imagine when you put your emotions in check and then you also consider the other person's emotions. I think that way there will be no need for grudges. You would have to tackle things as they come. You have to talk about them as they come. And then you also know when to adjust your tone and your approach based on the emotional state of the person you're dealing with at the time, whether it is your colleague or the client, depending on what business place or office place environment you find yourself. So that as much as you might not mean bad, how you communicate what you have in your mind will determine how that message will be received. For instance, maybe the boss says, oh, this should be done, and then you just come speak to your colleague like, the chairman said this should be done, or the CEO said this should be done. The way you say that will determine how your colleague is going to take that message. So that is why it is really important that at every point in time, you always remember that need for you to be emotionally intelligent. And then another thing for me, I would say, is emotional intelligence helps you to navigate and resolve conflicts better. Yes, so long as people are in a place, there is no way that anything is going to be perfect, not even in the family. And that is why you see that even the people who share the same womb also have issues. That is twins. They also have issues. Twins who you would say, oh, they came out the same day and everything, they should be close and all of that. It doesn't matter. That is to show how much of, so long as people are there, are in an environment, one or two people are there, there'll be conflict in ideas because nobody thinks the same. Even if you're thinking the same, there will always be a contrast. So you would see that there will always be a clash or a tendency for conflicts to be there. But when there is emotional intelligence present, people would be able to navigate and resolve conflicts easily in the workplace, which will bring out a more harmonious working relationship. And another thing, when you're emotionally intelligent, you will understand that everybody's coming from a different background. Everybody's coming from a different place. Imagine, for instance, you have Christians, you have Muslims in your office, and then you portray some tendencies that actually oppose the religion or belief of the other person. You're a Christian, you do things that actually do not go down well with your Muslim colleague. Sometimes I feel like it has to do with how you consider your emotions and as well as the other person's emotion. I'm going to give an example. Now there are some things that maybe you know very well that your colleague doesn't eat because of his or her religious beliefs. But anytime you bring that food, you know that this thing is actually something that your colleague forbids. There is a way you have to compromise. Yes, you might want to sit at your desk, which is very close to your colleague, and eat it. But I think trying to excuse yourself so that you go out and eat that food is just about self-respect. It's just about understanding and acknowledging that we all come from different, backgrounds and different places. And I think for me, by doing that, you are just trying to promote a culture of inclusivity and, trying to accommodate that diversity, because you are not the only person. So when you say things or when you do things, considering how other people would feel and even